Doing interviews is just another part of the job when it comes to being a celebrity, but when they're asked personally invasive questions, things can spiral out of control faster than you can say Justin Bieber. So today, we're breaking down 5 times celebs abruptly stopped or straight up walked out of interviews right here on Listed. When interviewers go too far with their questions, either by getting way too personal or by being outright offensive, it's hard to blame a celeb for wanting to peace out. So, without further ado, let's kick off this list of celebs who walked out of interviews with celebutante Paris Hilton.
You ever worry about your moment having passed? You want to wrap up?
Talk about a rude question. Not only did the interviewer suggest that Paris's 15 minutes was up, he did it in her own home. As you can see in the clip, she looks to her publicist to indicate that she's not happy and she wants to end things right there and then. And we can't really blame her, which is why we found it super surprising when she eventually agreed to reconvene the interview in another room and even gave the host a huge hug at the end. While we're impressed at Paris's high tolerance for insults, it's probably safe to say she won't be inviting that reporter back for tea anytime soon. Next up, Rihanna pulled the plug on an interview while promoting her film Battleship because the interviewer brought up a subject that almost all celebs deem off limits on promo tours.
How frustrating is it when you're linked to another Hollywood star, and even if you've barely met them?
Very frustrating. Almost as frustrating as being asked about it.
Yeah, you don't like going there.
I mean, what's the point?
Okay, the host was probably referring to rumors that Rihanna hooked up with Leonardo DiCaprio at the time, but since that has absolutely nothing to do with Battleship or Riri's first acting gig, we completely understand why she refused to answer such a sexist question. After all, you know that if that was Leo in the chair, they wouldn't have even gone there in the first place, which is what makes this even more messed up. Moving on down the list, Megan Fox laughed her way out of an interview with the host who tried and failed to get her to confirm pregnancy rumors.
Do you know the ultimate gadget that every man wants? A baby.
A baby?
A baby.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, go. Where do you want to go? I don't.
Any plans
you
to
already
give
hear
anybody
the
a baby?
grumbles. You hear the grumbles.
I can already hear.
No.
So let's
Stop.
While Megan herself didn't immediately stop the interview, her nervous giggle led to her publicist aggressively cutting things short, and rightfully so. If Megan was ready to reveal any kind of huge personal news like that, she'd obviously have let the interviewer know ahead of time, but at least she was a good sport about it and found his poor attempt at getting her to spill the beans more humorous than offensive. Next up, America's favorite leading lady and leading man, aka Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt, abruptly went off the air after a phone interview took an odd and sexual turn.
Now, your characters have sex on the kitchen table. Do you punch it? No, I'm joking. What's the most adventurous place you've had sex, either of you?
Airplane.
Oh, really? I've always wanted to do that, but technically it just never worked out. What about you, Jen? Where's the craziest place you've done it?
I don't really have anything. I like being safe.
While Chris seemed 100% okay with answering the host's question, J-LAN didn't seem so enthusiastic to be asked such an intrusive thing on a live radio show, and neither would we. It's hard enough for celebs to dodge questions about who they're sleeping with, let alone where they're doing it. So even though both stars played along and gave candid answers to the questions, we're not surprised they both immediately peaced out before the host could ask any more WTF or TMI questions. And last but not least, an awkward phone interview where a radio host asked Justin if he was scared Harry Styles was going to hit on his mom led to the Biebs hanging up on the guy, but not before Justin threw down some shade of his own.
Do you worry about Harry around your mom since he likes older women?
No, you should worry about me around your mom, bro.
Around my mom?
Yeah.
It was a super dumb and unnecessary joke for the host to make, so it's no wonder that Justin bounced right after suggesting that the host worry about his own mom. Touche, Justin. Defending your mom against a dumb joke is fully within your rights, and we fully support you and that quick and shade-filled response. All right, guys, that's our list. So now I want to know which interview walkout or abrupt end do you think was the most awkward? Sound off in the comments section below, and after that, click right over here to watch celebs react to their own memes. Thanks so much for watching Listed, and be sure to subscribe. I'm your host, Emil Ennis Jr., and I'll see you next time.